Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My channel, Camryn's Library, recently turned 2 years old, and in that 2 years a lot has changed. Got a lot of brand new subscribers, so I thought let's reintroduce myself. So we are going to introduce the BookTuber today, and the BookTuber in question is me. I hope that you stick around. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like the video, follow me on all my social medias. I'll say that again at the end, but I'm saying it right now. So I've got 10 questions that I'm going to answer sort of about myself and reading experiences and just how I feel and view BookTube. So let's jump right in. Question 1, who is Camryn now versus who was Camryn when you started your channel? Camryn, when I started the channel, was nervous for a lot of reasons. I'd been posting on Bookstagram, so I kind of had a following and friends over there, and I enjoyed Instagram as a medium, but I was craving a different way to be creative, and I've always known that I wanted a YouTube channel. I've always known that I wanted a YouTube channel, but something was stopping me from doing it myself. I would always look for other people that were interested in YouTube and kind of want to see if they wanted to like collab on a channel or whatever the case may be. I was nervous to take the leap by myself. So this time 2 years ago, I literally just took the leap, and since then that video has been dethroned. But posting that February TBR video 2 years ago was the one that got me like so many subscribers, so many views, so many likes, and it felt good to have that like truly gratification in that moment, but also like, okay, keep going. Camryn from 2 years ago was a version of me that just had to do it. Now I'm a version that has done it, and I'm trying to figure out the way to continue to do it in a way that I love, most importantly, but also in a way that you guys love, since I am sharing it with you. So question 2, what kind of reader are you currently? Genre, vibes, eras type thing. And I'll be honest, I don't know what type of reader I am right now. I want to say that genres that I'm craving are thrillers, literary fiction, historical fiction, and romance. That's not too different from what I've always liked. I think my cravings for fantasy novels have gone down quite a bit, but I still do enjoy those. But for the most part, I like a book that's going to make me think. I like a book that has a lot of mixed reviews, because that means that there's something in the book that is either throwing people off or that they really enjoy. And usually I can find those. And again, that thriller, historical fiction, literary fiction, I think I just love romance and love so much in my real life that I also like to read about it. I don't think I'll ever stop reading romances. I think I'll always crave like a good solid romance. All right, question 3, what is a book that currently describes your reading taste? So I'm going to answer this question in the way that I want to answer it. And the book that I'm going to tell you is Lilith by Nikki Marmory. Now, I didn't give this book 5 stars, so this is not the reason that I'm saying it describes my reading taste. But from start to finish, and by start I mean me going to Barnes & Noble to pick out this book specifically, I learned a lot. It was a retelling of Lilith, Adam's first wife, so I felt very challenged in a lot of different ways. It opened my perspectives. There was some humor in here, and just the idea that women can reclaim their power. So again, I didn't necessarily, oh my gosh, love this book, give it 5 stars, but those are all things that I would say I'm currently looking for when I read a book. Question 4, what's your biggest reading glow up or opinion change since starting BookTube? For me, the biggest thing has been knowing that I don't need every book as a trophy. And that might sound crazy, but I love my library. I love the books that I have in my library. I am currently working on making sure that I love all of them and not just some of them. But I think when you start posting about a specific thing, I know at least in my head, I had the thought that like I need to have physical copies of these books if people are going to listen to me, if people are going to take me serious. because that's not really the case. If I read a book on my Kindle, I don't need to go out and buy the book just to show you guys. It works just as well for me to put a picture of the cover up on the screen, but in my early Bookstagram and BookTube days, I felt like I needed to have every single book, even the ones that I didn't love, just so that I could have some sort of physical representation of them. And I think that's been my biggest opinion change. I really only want to have books that I love on my shelves. And I'm still working through the idea of like, if I read a book on my Kindle or if I listen to it and it's a favorite, I think those deserve to be bought in moderation. So I'm still working through those things. But yeah, that would be my biggest opinion change since starting BookTube. Question number 5, what book made you fall back in love with reading? So obviously there are multiple books here, but this is the New Haven series by J.L. Seeger. So all of these books hold a special place in my heart. But Restore Me, which is book 1, is a book that I revisit every single year. There's something new to love each time. Such a unique take on he falls first and enemies to lovers, and never really even enemies. But the first time I was just so caught up in like the present time romance of it all, and then the second and the third read, I was like, wow, this is what Black love can look like. And that means a lot. I wanted to jump into the rest of the series as quickly as possible, but when I reread it for the first time, I think it clicked in my head that, wow, this is what Black love, wealth, communication, all of those things can look like. I don't have to read books about white couples all the time to see love. Eye-opening for me in lots of different ways. I'm always going to recommend this book. If you check it out, do let me know. I know that she has gotten a deal with Bloom, so these are re-releasing. They have different covers now, but the inside is just as good. Do yourself a favor and read the New Haven series by J.L. Seeger. Question number 6, what can people expect from Camryn's library in 2026? To me, this year is about having fun and using this as a medium for whatever I want and doing whatever I want and letting the audience that's supposed to find me find me. I've been so in my head about different things and feeling like I have to fit into a box in a specific niche, and I don't want to do that. Some days I want to talk about smut, some days I want to talk about my PhD, okay? Sometimes I want to film a get ready with me, sometimes I want to record myself doing a presentation. I want to do different things, so I'm gonna stop with whatever that hesitation is and just start doing it. And again, letting the people that are meant to find me, and the people that are meant to leave. Not getting so caught up in the numbers of it all and just really the community and the space that I want to create. I used to think it was cliche when people say it, but this really is my own specific corner of the internet. There's only one me, there's only one Camryn's Library, so I can do whatever I want to do with this. Question number 7, what's your favorite type of video to film? Right now, my favorite type of video to film is recommending anything Black. Anything Black. Black romance, Black historical fiction. That is my favorite thing to film right now. Easy question. Question number 8, what's one thing about running a BookTube that most people don't see? I think just the time and commitment, specifically for me with a BookTube channel. Obviously, reading books takes time. Another statement that is true is that editing, recording, filming also takes time. Sometimes I get really bad imposter syndrome. I feel like a fraud because it doesn't feel like I can keep up with a good enough posting schedule and still be reading, right? Because I don't want it to get to a point where I'm not reading anything new and only recommending things that I've read. So that is another goal that I have for this year as well, figuring out how to make the things that I'm reading content as well instead of just after I finish them, because I get up in my head sometimes and I don't even end up reading anything, and that's the whole point. All right, down to the final 2 questions. Question 9, was there a reason you almost didn't start your BookTube, and why are you glad that you did? I kind of talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but I was nervous to be perceived, right? That you hope that you receive what you put into the world, and I try to do good. I try to be a good person, but at the same time, putting yourself out there, you are opening yourself up to receiving anything, not just the good. So a lot of thoughts in my head about what are people gonna think? Are they gonna like my content? Are they not? If I post this video and it flops, should I not even post on YouTube at all? Just a lot of self-doubt. Ultimately, I think using this has helped me overcome some of that, because if I didn't, then I'd always be stuck in that cycle of knowing that I wanted a YouTube, knowing I wanted a channel, and just not doing it. So I'm glad that I have done it. I'm glad that I have a physical representation to be able to look back on. Like, same thing with always wanting a YouTube channel. I always wanted to do Vlogmas, and I did Vlogmas. So I have these things that are representations and snapshots of my life. So I'm so thankful for that, and being able to see a transition in real time. And I don't think I would have been able to do that without starting this channel. And question number, what's one reading goal or channel goal that you have for yourself this year? Reading goal, I really don't want to waste my time with books. I want my DNF count to be way lower than it is. And honestly, the books that I finish, I want them to be 4 or 5 stars. I want an amazing reading year for me and for you guys as well. Channel goals that I have. So continuing to create a community. I still want to grow. I think it would be really inauthentic for me to say, oh, I don't really care about subscriber count, blah, 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 blah. No, I do care about it. I just want it to be people that actually want to be here. You know what I mean? I'm currently sitting at about 900 subscribers, and I'm hoping to leave the month of February with 1,000. So that is a current channel goal that I have. Again, to keep growing, to keep creating things that I love, and it being shown to people that love them as well. All right, guys, that's a wrap on this Get to Know the BookTuber. Whether you've been here for 2 videos, 2 weeks, or 2 years, nonetheless, I'm glad to have you here all the same, and to keep creating content this year. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel, that you like the video. If you're looking to find me in other places like Instagram, TikTok, my book of the month link, all of that is in the description down below. Until the next video, challenge yourself to do something that you've always wanted to do. If that's starting a BookTube, start you a BookTube. If that's making a tuna fish sandwich for the first time, make a tuna fish sandwich. Step outside of your comfort zone, do something new. See you in the next video. Bye.